Hey everyone, James Azar here with the CyberHub podcast and your practitioner brief for Thursday, August 6th, 2020. I don't know if any of you attended the kickoff for Black Hat yesterday. Great talk by Matt Blaze early on. An awesome keynote on election security. A lot more on that. In a personal thing I'll do tomorrow here on the podcast, since we won't have a Tech Corner airing tomorrow, I'll be recapping a little bit of some of my favorite sessions on Black Hat, so make sure to tune into that. Our practitioner brief is available on our website online, cyberhubpodcast.com. Go there, sign up, get our PDF with all the links, all the details, everything you need in order to keep your organization and business secure in these uncertain times that we live in nowadays. And without further ado, let's get into our practitioner brief today. And we'll start with a high severity Android RCE flaw that was fixed in the August security update. Google overall fixed 54 high severity flaws that were patched as part of the August security update for the Android operating system, which was released this Monday. As part of this, Qualcomm, whose chips are used in Android devices, patched a mix of high and critical severity vulnerabilities tied to 31 different CVEs that might be on your list of CVEs to look at. The flaw CVE 2020-0240 could enable a remote attacker using a specifically crafted file to execute arbitrary code within the context of an unprivileged process, according to the security bulletin. There's a bunch of CVEs that have been addressed, everything from I'm looking at the range here. It's everything from 0108 all the way up to 0257 is the 0258 being the highest number of those CVEs. So make sure you get your Android operating systems patched. If they're not on automatic patching, get them done right now. We'll move where cyber criminals can now abuse a Microsoft Teams updater to install malware. Microsoft Teams can still double as a living off-the-land binary and help attackers retrieve and execute malware from a remote locations. Previous efforts from Microsoft to actually eliminate this hazard work to an extent, but cannot stop attackers from abusing Teams to plan and run their own payloads. A patch for the new method is unlikely to emerge, as Microsoft labeled this a design flaw, and a fix would have a negative impact on some customer operations. This goes into a lot of detail. Literally on our PDF, this take about a full page, because there are some ways to really mitigate this risk, and they're all available on our PDF, cyberhubpodcast.com. You can get it there if you're listening to us. There's a link right below in the podcast description. You can click on that link. It'll take you right to our PDF. And you'll be able to see some of the mitigation stuff. Rejan Jayapal, who's a lead threat architect for Spider Labs at TrustWave, found the issue in 2019 and actually published technical details around it. He revisited the problem this year and found that the solution implemented by Microsoft was not and is not a complete fix to the specific issue. The researchers also notes that threat actors with local access can use this method to hide traffic necessary for lateral movements within the network. There are a few ways to take care of this, including monitoring the update.exe command file and a few others. You can get that all on our PDF. And we'll move to our third story of the day, how Wasted Locker has evades Anti Ransomware Tools. So Wasted Locker, according to a report, a technical analysis from Sophos, a ransomware strain that reportedly shut down Garmin's operations for several days in July, is designed to avoid security tools within infected devices. Sophos researchers determined the ransomware abuses the Microsoft Windows memory management feature to evade detection by security software. They also found other tools within the malware designed to make it difficult to detect, according to the report. A link to the report is available on our website. You can get that there. There seems to be a lot more detail of how it's actually bypassing specific antivirus and EDR solutions. So Wasted Locker is no joke. Obviously, a lot of people attribute it to Garmin, although it's unconfirmed. So let's just, we quoted news media about the Garmin thing We don't know for sure that Garmin was actually a victim of Wasted Locker. Garmin hasn't confirmed that publicly. I don't know that they will. There's been rumors that they paid $4.5 million for this. I've seen some of the stories around it and the negotiations and whatnot, but there's no real confirmation for this. Other stories that you'll find available today that are really, really worth a read is Twitter says that our Android app vulnerability exposes direct messages. The U.S. is offering a reward of $10 million for info leading to discovery of any election meddling, and how cybercriminals could spy on satellite internet traffic with just a $300 worth of home equipment. That's it for our practitioner brief here today, folks. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and listening to us this week. With Black Hat, we've got a ton of content coming up over the next few weeks, thanks to some of the stuff we're doing virtually with Black Hat. Again, Black Hat is just not the same, not being able to be in Vegas and have some of those conversations that can't be had in a virtual setting, but nonetheless, a job well done so far. Day one was a smashing success, and I'm sure today will be as well. Make sure you subscribe, give us 5 stars, follow us. We'll be back on Monday with more practitioner briefs. Tech Corner will be released tomorrow. Special episode kind of recapping Black Hat a little bit and talking about a few other things that are going on. Again, our prayers out to the people of Lebanon and Beirut. That just the images that are coming out of there are absolutely horrific, and definitely make us all they need a ton of help right now. So with that being said, my name is James Azar, folks. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in. And until tomorrow, folks, until Monday, when we'll be back, stay cyber safe.